Okay, so this is the Black-Eyed Susan bed right here. And these you can dig and move throughout your landscape. This is my dahlia with one beautiful new little bloom getting ready to come out. I've got marigolds up there that are trying to, that I need to repot or plant anyway. And my little aloe that could. Down here in this bed, I've got three. See those razor blade or those razor fins or whatever that you see coming up? There's three there and two there. Those are gladiolas. Those suckers came up so fast, like 10 days. It was super quick. I got a columbine in the middle. Now the columbine bloomed and it was gorgeous. And then I put it in this spot and then all the blooms died. So I don't know if that's something that like transplant shock or what's happening, but that guy's not either not happy or they don't continually bloom. So I got to figure that out now. Our soil is really weird here. It's very much clay, and in some spots plants will grow fantastic. In other spots they just die. It's like we have Banicula here. Last year I planted some peas, and I don't know if it's something that I did, which it could be, because I put down cardboard and I wanted to block the weeds. And all of a sudden, all of my pea plants just went stark white. So I don't know what that is. So if you guys know what that is, hit the comments below and let me know, because I don't know, if I didn't know any better, Banicula was here. So there's some more gladiolas right there. You can see them coming up. Those were two little tiny bulbs that looked very sickly, and I wasn't sure if they were going to work at all, but they did. This shrub here used to get as tall as the top of the porch there, and it was very bushy and had pink flowers, but this is what's happening with it. I think it's dying. I don't know if the tulips invading the root system underneath has anything to do with it, or if it's just the age of the shrub. So this year I put cauliflower here. That was more tulips. I've got a hosta there, and I've got a large, or what will be a large, tomato plant right there in the back. Now that, I believe, might be a cherry tomato, but I'm not sure, because I've lost track. I had 6 cherry tomatoes, maybe even 8, because there was a couple of doubles in the 6-pack, and then I had 6 regular tomatoes, so that could be one or the other. I kind of lost track. Now down there's lavender. You're typically supposed to put lavender by your front gate. I believe it's to either ward off evil or for luck, one of the two. I'll have to look it up. And then down here we've got some little we got baby's breath or something there. Yeah, little baby's breath right there. So I really love white flowers. These stalks here were here before me. They come back every year, and they will come up like this. They will bloom big, purple, beautiful, majestic looking blooms, and then they go away. This here is the white. It's got a white and red with a red center. Kind of a daisy. It's called a gazanga something, I don't know. I guess I better tell you what it is. There's the tag. It's a little early in the morning for me to be doing any thinking, but I came out to read, and I was excited because of everything that's going on. There's marigold. Marigold does not look happy there. I had a basil there, and it wasn't happy there either. So I'm not sure what's happening with that particular spot in the landscape. And then I've got some Madonna daisies there, beautiful blooms. And then this one, this is a Shasta daisy. And there's some more marigolds that are not doing well. I wonder if something's eating it. I got a red bell pepper there. This is another one of those gaza whatever daisies that I had over there in the front. And that marigold looks fantastic. This is the other columbine. Why is my columbine dying? Not happy with that one. Anyway. And then we've got another Shasta daisy, but like a different variety. So I just love white. I love daisies. And then these little yellow flowers. These guys, I have more in the back of the house too. Here's a cherry tomato here with a hosta, some sedum, and for the first, well, I've got some wandering Jew, which I'm in this I think it's an arrow something plant. This guy here, he's like a house plant. Doing much, much better out here than I expected. There's beets right there. I have not ever grown beets, and I've got 3 beet plants. I think I put them in the ground a little too early from seed. And then that is a redbud tree. I've got another one in the backyard, so that one's supposed to go to my friend Tracy's farm. The dianthus came back. I've got pink and white dianthus that came back this year, which I'm really surprised. There's some more of the baby's breath variety. I've got chamomile here growing from seed. I'm gonna have to get that some more water because it needs to remain constantly moist. I can't believe the dianthus came back like that. When I lived in Florida, they didn't. It was an annual. So then we've got parsley over here. We've got tomato plant here. We've got purple basil. I had to take the other basil inside. And then all these stalks are either garlic or chives. So, and then the rabbit was getting to that cherry tomato plant right there, so I had to put the crate over it so it still gets sun and water, but the rabbits can't get to it. So that's what's happening in the front. Every place that you see this dark soil, what you see used to be, oh, well, nothing but weeds and a couple of dead things. So the hostas made it though, and we dug it all out and put 30 bags of topsoil and manure into just this spot right here and a couple bags there. That's a lot of dirt. So we amended the soil pretty good. And I have a compost bin in the back, but I needed 2 bins for the compost bin in order for it to do what I needed it to do, you know, to break down and everything and actually put in our gardens. But we kept adding to it, and we really should have just added another bin. So we're gonna do that. Oh, and here's I think these are peonies, I'm not sure. But Kevin runs this thing over once it's done.